So, Bing carburetors. These are both my carburetors off my R80. I've cleaned them up somewhat. I was going to paint them all black, but I think what I'm going to do is take these tops off. As you can probably see, I've done the top of these, shined them up quite nicely. I'll remove those, I think, and paint them black. As you can see behind me, the engine block, I'm still taking apart the cylinders, things like this. So I think what I'm going to do is take the tops off. I completely refurbed these, all new seals, all new gaskets, floats are good in the bottom, needles good, everything like this. Everything turns nicely, everything opens nicely, as you'd expect. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the choke. I basically want a manual choke. Obviously going for that kind of minimal thing on the handlebars, and I don't really want, I obviously completely scrapped the old handlebars. Quite fancy, kind of nice little minimal choke on the side, to make it easier to start the bike, and also make it look more minimal, especially around the carbs. I think that when the carbs sit on the back of the cylinders and stuff, I think there's a lot of wires and stuff coming off them, so the minimal amount of stuff I can have on there, hopefully just the throttle, I think that'll look a lot better. So I'm going to be doing the chokes today, to convert them to manual chokes. Okay, so first things first, let me move my car out of the way. This is the kit I bought. It's the manual choke kit from Motorworks. Any of you are doing R80s and stuff like this, or especially the R series bikes, Motorworks are incredible. They've literally got all brand new, old stuff. Postage time is great. Call them up, they'll be happy to have a chat with you about whatever you need. Describe them what bike you've got and stuff like this, and they will instantly know what part you've got, what part you need and what part you got. So do that, they're incredible. So that's going to be the kit I'm going to be using, the manual choke kit. Does come with a very handy set of instructions should you need it. These are obviously the ones I've got at the post 1981. So yeah, let's get started. You're going to need an 11mm socket. I've just got mine on the end of a screwdriver head. I can't imagine this is going to be particularly hard to take off, to be honest. We'll remove the screw first and then go from there, so we'll take all that bit off. Okay, so first things first, just get the spring off. I probably will at some point replace these springs. Very small, mine's a little bit rusty. It still functions quite well as a spring, so I may well just clean that up with a bit of stuff, but other than that I think that's pretty good to go. This then obviously leaves this to move freely. When you open this up inside here, this has got your sort of little slots to let the air through, obviously when you're opening and shutting the choke. So again, as I said, 11mm socket. If you turn it lefty-loosey, you should get to a point where it stops against this point here. I'm going to see if I can do it off by hand. Yeah, there you go, it just pops off. So unscrew this. Again, 11mm socket. That's come off inside, so we'll just pop that out. There you go, a little washer nut inside. So we'll pop that there. On the front of here, you've also got a little washer. Bring that off ever so slightly. You can see it. It's quite well worn, but give it a bit of a clean up, that should be all right. So pop that there. And then there's two of these at least. So this is like a little rectangular end to this with a little sort of screw face. These should just slide off with a little bit of a wiggle. So I'm blocking this with my hand. A little bit of a wiggle. These should. All the gunk comes with it. Yeah, there you go. So there's one. And the last little one. Again, just give it a little wiggle as it comes off. There's quite a lot of gunk that's obviously built up in there over time. and that's 2. That is literally all you are dismantling off of the side of the clutch. The carburetor. For goodness me. So that's literally all you're sliding off there. We'll give that a little clean up in a second, and I'll come back once it's all cleaned. So what I've done is you can see I just cleaned it up a tiny little bit around here. Taken all the parts, just put them in a little bit of gunk engine degreasant, which is this wonderful stuff. Just popped them in a little bit of that. This stuff's really good. I need to get some of the biodegradable stuff, the green one. If you get some of that, Gunk have made an incredible product yet again that still does all the sort of stuff, all the degreasant stuff, but it's biodegradable. So you can pour it in your garden and it won't make any difference, which is really, really cool. So let's have a little look while that's doing that thing. So let's have a little look what's in the pack. We'll just take out one of each. So this is obviously what's going to be your manual choke. This is a bit of metal rather than a wire. This has 2 washers on this this bit just here. Sort of quite a nice solid grip top. Yeah, that's really nice. Sort of nice quality on the top of there, and that will go through this part and would sit sort of in there, very much like that, and then you would just pull up, which would inevitably turn what's in the bottom down here. So that would all go in there. So that's that little bit. What else have we got? Let's just pull it all out. This I've made aware we don't need. So we get rid of that. That's the other one. That's for the other one. That's for the other one. In fact, I'm missing one, I think. This is the new bit that will go on there. Go on there very nicely. This is one of the little nuts. It's ever so slightly got a little. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Ever so slightly got a little hole in it. You can just see that, I think. That is what this will go through. See if I can. As you can see, look, it's gone straight through the centre, and that will inevitably be, when you pull it, that will turn it. So let's have a little look. Okay, so those little parts I was just showing you, I've just separated these into each little bit. The little screw with a hole in comes with, see, the screw with the hole in. It's got a little kind of top hat washery kind of thing that goes in between that. Then a normal washer and a little nut that goes on the ends. So we'll just pop these back in. So our new bit from Motorworks slides into there like that. The wave washer that we had in before, that goes back onto there, over the top. And then we've got the same nut as we had before. If I could get the thread correct. That goes back on over the top, so we'll just screw that back up. Tighten that up, only needs to be hand tight. So that's that back on there. Then what we do is we take the choke cable that we've, the new one, the manual choke cable, thread that through the gap like that. So that sits like this. Once we do that, I'm just going to slide it up to make it slightly easier. The other spare nuts that we had, we could get it through here. Slides through, and you just hand tighten this up to the top, like so. I might tighten that up again with a span a little bit, and that leaves the manual choke plunger to pull up as is itself. Then what we do, we take this little screw that has the hole in the top, we take the hole, thread that through the new choke cable up, and we keep the screw head, this bit, pointing towards us like that. what you do is you slightly bend the choke cable ever so slightly. In fact, I've forgotten a step. The little top hat bit has got to go on in between once you've threaded it through, and that just creates a little bit of pressure. I don't know if you can see, a little bit of pressure on the actual cable. Again, little bend of the wire, pop that through the hole, and then the little top hat, kind of the washer, should sit really tightly, really proud to the new attachment there. We then take the new washer that we've got, place that new washer on the gap there, and take the new nut and tighten that on like so. In fact, I've done that the wrong way, I think. Very much trial and error for me, so bear with me. Once I've got this pesky nut on, I'll be back. So I figured out where our issue lies. Very silly of me. It's got a little kind of nylock inside. So this will be a 7mm socket straight onto the end of here. I'll just do this laying down. Just to get it tight enough so it grips it. A little bit more. Almost there. As you can see, I'm just bracing against this the wire ever so slightly, just to stop it bending. It has a tendency to bend. Just brace it ever so slightly. There you go. And that, as you can see, has attached that on. So now we have a full working mechanism. As I pull the choke cable up, that then brings the choke down, all from this wire at the top, nice and smooth, really nice, and just actually really sort of refines the carburetor up, really. Just keeps it all at one bit, and all nice and clean and refined. So yeah, really happy with that, really happy. I'll continue on, get the other side done, and that'll be that. But yeah, that's very much an easy, obviously taking time to talk through it, walk through it. Very easy to do. I'm sure I'll do the other one in about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So very quick one. All from Motorworks. Really increases the style of the bike and functionality, having the manual choke cables. So yeah, cheers for watching. I'll see you again.
We had 2 bags of grass, 75 pellets of mescaline, 5 sheets of high-powered blotter acid, a salt shaker half full of cocaine, a whole galaxy of multicolored uppers, downers, screamers, laughers, also a quarter tequila, quarter rum, case of beer, pint of raw ether,